This is Astolfo. Astolfo was a paladin of Charlemagne and a servant in a Holy Grail war, a magic ritual where 7 heroic spirits are summoned to fight for the Holy Grail, to grant the wish of them and their master who summoned them. This is the basic premise of the Fate universe of anime and video games, one of those video games being Fate Grand Order, or Fate Go, because it's an app game. Fate Go is a gacha game where players use limited currency for a chance to summon their favorite anime waifu/husbando, like Astolfo, to join them in gameplay and level them up and boost their stats and give them pretty things. Now sometimes those characters are battleships turned into anime girls, and sometimes they're historical figures turned into anime girls, and sometimes your favorite rarer higher-starred characters are turned into trash because the creators don't know the mechanics of their own game.
So it's just like Duel Monsters.
I bring this up because I play Fate Go, and the best character in the game is Merlin. Any one part of his kit is a superior version of one of the best parts of someone else's kit. Not only is he one of the best units for stalling, he's also one of the best units for buffing someone so they murder an enemy in a single hit. One of the hidden, not made up, totally real elements of Fate Grand Order is if you really want the theoretical 1 in 9 chance to get a character you want, you use a catalyst, which is an object to influence the heroic spirit you want to be summoned. It's a mechanic from the show and was usually something like a piece of the cloak of Alexander the Great. Something to create a connection to the history ghost you actually want, because they are so cool, no one can beat them, they are strongest there is. In Fate Grand Order, it's usually just fan art and prayer, but you can also make an ice cream cake. I hear that's a pretty high tier strat. So my catalyst to summon Merlin is this video essay talking about the origin of Merlin, the Dick Wizard. In Merlin's first appearance, he's a kid and the child of a noblewoman and an incubus, which apparently means he has no father, and thus his blood will make great cement for a king's tower that was eaten by the earth when he tried to build it. Merlin points out that this is a terrible plan, and instead tells them to look under the foundation where they find a pond, which they drain. Merlin produces 2 rocks from the bottom of the pond, after which they turn into dragons, fight, and he makes a prophecy based on them. The fate of the tower is never mentioned again, but a few kings later, after Merlin made Stonehenge, Uther Pendragon asks for his help because he very much wants to do the sex with a lady who is married to a noble, who he has declared war on since they would not let Uther do the sex with his wife. Merlin uses medicine to disguise Uther as the husband so he can waltz into her bedroom and conceive Arthur, King of the Brits. But this case of mistaken identity causes the real husband to die, so Uther makes a treaty with himself and marries Arthur's mom and has another kid, and Merlin is never seen again. I feel I must add that this book containing the origins of Merlin, the Historia Regum Britanniae, was trying to be passed off as a collection of history books, and the prophecy divined from the fight of the 2 dragons that used to be stones at the bottom of a pond took up 1 out of 12 books.
What the heck, Jeffrey? That's not even slightly historically viable.
While his origin casts Merlin as a prophet who's really good at disguising people, and also a child, later adaptations make him a more modern interpretation of a spell-slinging wizard and Arthur's magical teacher. Also, a later poem interprets his birth so that the half-angel that impregnated his mother was actually Satan! This is part of Satan's plan to make Merlin the Antichrist, but it is instantly foiled when Merlin is baptized, making him ineligible for being an Antichrist. Great plan, Satan! Now all that's left is to hastily finish this video by paying off some people to give me slightly more advantageous odds of summoning a Merlin PNG for my waifu collection simulator.